Katie, we're live on Facebook.
Hello, welcome.
Welcome. How are you doing tonight?
Right.
How are you doing this morning?
Great, thanks. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great. What a fantastic day. It was a beautiful, beautiful fall day today.
Oh, well, we've just come into spring, so
Yeah.
you're coming out of summer and we're moving into it.
Yeah. Katie, one of the reasons I bring up, fall and spring and things like that is that, our bodies run on clocks. Our
I've
bodies,
noticed.
yeah, it really runs on clocks. When you think about moving into fall, we have shorter daylight hours. We have more darkness. When you guys move into spring, you have more daylight hours, less nighttime hours.
Right.
And believe it or not, that changes not just things for us as animals, as humans, but it changes things for plants too. And so fruits and vegetables, when we come more into this time of year, they're ripening up, and they're not producing chemicals on the fruit that your body makes it so that you can't absorb the vitamins and minerals.
Right.
You can't digest it. The lectins.
Yeah, lectins in I thought it was a lot in like grains and stuff like that.
But it's in fruits and nuts, anything that has seeds in it, anything that's a seed. Yeah. And so this master clock, I just jotted down some notes and things like that, things I want to talk about. And and your main master clock right up here in the brain, but there's other clocks in your liver, there's other clocks in your pancreas. They're showing that there's clocks that set and reset your hormonal cycles and response to sugar. If you eat sugar at certain times of day, it sets a different clock. If your biology is messed up, it's going to change those clocks. And and I travel, like when I go to Australia, it's a 17-hour time difference. So of course it's going to reset the clock in my body. But they've shown that these clocks, it's actually what makes us so that we have more of an evolutionary advantage over other animals.
Right. That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, because we've developed these clocks, and so just like when I look at like my Rolex, my Rolex is really it's finely tuned so that each little part works together, so you don't have to wind a little spring, you don't have to replace batteries, you just move your arm and it winds itself. Pretty cool, and that's how your body is too. So they found that cells replicate their DNA at nighttime. Did you know that?
Yeah, it makes sense because the repair is happening at nighttime when you're asleep. It's
actually no.
Oh,
no.
For humans or plants?
For humans. Your repair, the DNA repair, actually takes place during the daytime because it needs sunlight.
Really? Wow.
Right? I didn't know that either until I was reading this about an hour ago, and I was reading up and I thought, oh, that's interesting. So that's why I brought it up, because I figured you'd say the same thing that I thought, that, oh yeah, it's going to repair the DNA at night. It's actually repairing the DNA during the daytime because you need the sunlight for that.
Okay, so is there anything being repaired during night?
Oh, a lot of things are being repaired during night, your muscles, your bones, and all your things like that. But the actual DNA repair takes place during the day. And so it has to take place during the day because our cells are the mitochondria and that it's disrupted because of the UV rays. So that's why we have to have the repair going on during the daytime.
Oh, all at the same time.
That's right.
It's happening. That's interesting because that comes back to UV exposure. I've been reading a lot about that topic. I'm just going off on a tangent just for a brief 30 seconds. But, I was really fascinated to find out that excessive sun exposure actually suppresses the immune system. And the reason that is because it's causing DNA damage. The UVA rays are penetrating deeper into the skin, and the body's trying to combat that because it's knocking out, DNA. It's like affecting the chromosomes and stuff like that. And so the body's going into repair straight away, like what you just said, in response to perhaps that UV exposure. Is that right?
That's right. So Geraldine just asked the question. So does that mean that it'd be better to take the age pill in the morning? Well, I'm going to talk about that a little bit too, because the answer is yes and no. Right? Now, DNA is mostly repaired by resveratrol because it activates the sirtuin gene. It supports the sirtuin gene, and the sirtuin gene is actually what repairs the DNA. So you want to take your Eternity right away in the morning.
Okay, what about TSX? Because that's a DNA repair product.
Well, TSX works with the telomeres. So again, some morning, some night, because of some of the ingredients. Yeah, so we'll talk a little bit about that, but isn't that interesting? And so, and then on the call just a little bit ago, you know, we had a lot of people on the testimonial talking about how they have improved energy and how they find that they're like one gentleman, John, was saying how he felt like he came out of his depression. Right, that's what his wife Millie was saying, and so we were talking a little bit about tryptophan, right? Tryptophan, it's eggs and red meat and a turkey has a lot of tryptophan, and it usually makes people really tired. So even Andrea said on her testimonial that when she started taking the age pill, she thought, oh no, something's wrong with me, because everybody else was talking about how they had better energy and all that, and she said she couldn't wake up. She was falling asleep all the time. And we've heard that before. We've heard that before from people. That, I mean, one guy, he took it and he actually missed work. Remember that story?
Did he? No.
Yeah, because he took the age pill and he slept right through his alarm clock and missed work.
Oh, right. Yes, because you do get a good deep sleep with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes it can have that kind of effect on people. But anyhow, you know, so I just was kind of going over some of that stuff. So, you know, let me bring up this. I'm gonna exit this full screen on my computer here, and I'm gonna bring up this. Where did I put that? I just got done with that form that you sent me with all the different products, and now.
Oh, you know why? Because you cleared your cache, maybe. You know, because it was a link. Do you want me to share it?
Yeah, let me.
I can find it if you like.
Yeah, it erased it off my computer.
Oh yeah, because it was a link. So let me just see if I can bring it up here. So were you working live on that actual document that I shared with you?
I was.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll be able to grab that. So sorry, everyone, just bear with us for a second here. That's what happens when you have some technical issues. Time to take supplements. That's it. Let's see.
Yeah, it deleted it right off my computer when I reset my computer.
All right, so let's. I'll share my screen, and then let's go here. Okay, and let me make it a bit bigger.
And Katie, what's your email address if people want to, if they want to have this, or if there's any way we could put it on the Sizzle World Team, the SWT World Team website?
Yeah, we can do it. I'll put it on the website. That'll be easier, and then people can go and grab a copy of it.
You bet. There. Okay, there. So it actually shows my writing on there. It didn't delete it.
No, that's right, because it's a Google Doc.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I'm going to kind of explain my reasoning behind why I wrote this. So for Restore, oh, where'd it go?
Oh, did it disappear?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hang on a minute. Sorry. Let me do a new share.
There it is. There it is. Okay. I don't know why my screen popped up in front of your screen, but for Restore, it's got niacin, and niacin helps you sleep just like 5-hydroxytryptophan. And for Restore is really a product that is for repair. It repairs the arteries. It helps to support that part of the body for cardiovascular system. It got the ingredients in for Restore got the Nobel Prize back in around 1998 because they found that L-arginine helped to make the arteries so they were more pliable, so that it would help to lower blood pressure and things like that. But the niacin helps you sleep, and the L-arginine and that it helps you so that you repair the arteries. So that's a great product to take at nighttime. You can take it before a workout to improve your endurance, your performance. So, you know, you're going to find this with a lot of vitamins that there's one function or there's the other. And so if you find that when you take it before a workout, it kind of makes you so that you feel tired and drained, then what you want to do is you want to take it at nighttime. If you find that it gives you energy, then you want to take it before a workout. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we're just all different. Then we go to the age pill. Age pill is better taken on an empty stomach. And so when you get up in the morning, first thing you should do before you eat anything, before you have your coffee, you want to take the age pill, because the age pill is going to work better. And the reason why behind that is that the age pill has different things, the niacinamide, and that's affected by stomach acid. And so if you take it after a meal, you got to remember that when you're eating, your stomach's producing stomach acids, and it's going to destroy some of the niacinamide. And so you want to take that before you eat breakfast. It's going to give you a boost of energy, but also in the age pill, there's 5-hydroxytryptophan. So 5-hydroxytryptophan helps you feel tired, like we were talking about earlier. So it'll help you sleep. And so you want to take it after dinner. And so before breakfast, after dinner is the best time. But again, some people are going to notice that they have more energy after taking it. So then you want to take it after lunch. So you might take it mid-afternoon. Like my mom, she notices she can't take it after 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. So what about before dinner though? 15 minutes before dinner?
Yeah, you could take it before dinner.
Okay, so this one's quite flexible, really, and it's going to be for the person to judge, isn't it? I think I did hear someone say something quite interesting, that it lasts 12 hours in the body from the time of the last dose. And so the idea is to have it always in the system. So if you can do whenever you've taken it last, and not leave a 12-hour gap. But so age pill is quite flexible, but I guess the most important thing, isn't it, Kurt, is not to actually mix it with food.
That's right. You want to take it well before a meal or well after a meal, so that the stomach acid isn't there. And so, so again, if you feel tired, take it at night. If you find that it gives you more energy, like my mom, then you want to take it before dinner. Uh-huh. And so there's no set thing. We're all different. Our clocks are all a little bit different. We've got these different rhythms in our body. And so you might have to experiment a little bit with it.
Okay. So with the flexible times. Huh.
Yeah. And then the Avenger, looking at the Avenger, the Avenger is a product for boosting the immune system, helping kill off things. And, you just think about it. When you're sick, what do? You sleep. Mm-hmm. So wouldn't it make sense to take the Avenger right before you go to bed? And it's going to help fight off. It's going to help boost. It's going to help support those parts of the body that work with the immune system. So the Avenger is going to be a great product to take right before you go to bed. So I would say after dinner. But if you're taking a lot of products in the night and you have trouble, maybe your stomach gets a little nauseous from taking it. It's a water soluble vitamin, so you can take it with food. There's nothing wrong with taking that one with food.
Okay.
Yep. Balance D, like the age pill, Balance D is affected by stomach acids again. Remember, it's healthy bacteria, it's probiotics, and so you really want to take this one on an empty stomach as well. So before a meal, you could take it before breakfast, you could take it before lunch, you could take it, before dinner, after dinner. Just really when you remember. I mean, we're all got different schedules. So you want to kind of decide on that one. Okay. Body Shield is a great product that works right alongside or just alongside a Balance D. Body Shield has fulvic acid. Fulvic acid helps to move vitamins and minerals in and out of the cells. It helps to detoxify because it moves vitamin and minerals in and out of cells. The fulvic acid is considered kind of a miracle molecule. And so Body Shield is a great product to take. Again, I like to take it on an empty stomach. I think before breakfast is a great time because, again, it's going to move some nutrients in and out of the cells. And then I like to take it at dinner time. So I take 2 in the morning. I take 2 at night. I actually take 4 of them a day. I think it's that important of a product. It's kind of in my thinking, it's kind of one of our products that it just doesn't get enough coverage.
I agree. It's actually, just to jump in here, it's become one of my favorite products because it does so many things. Fulvic acid has been shown to help the body and support the body to repair the gut lining, so it can help with leaky gut. It binds to glyphosate. We're all getting exposed to Roundup, which is the chemical in Roundup, and it can bind to that and reduce the absorption into the body. So absolutely critical. It can help with heavy metals, and also it can help with exposure to EMF and radiation. It is all round such a great, fantastic product. I also have gone to a double dose of this, and I'm giving it to both dogs.
There you go. I give Body Shield to my dog as well. He takes 2 a day. He takes the human dose. Right.
Yeah.
So Brain Vitality, there's a little bit of confusion on my part when's the best time to take it. But because it does have a high dose of magnesium, and it's a magnesium that passes through the brain really easily, magnesium threonate. Magnesium helps you sleep. Plus, it can have a kind of a laxative effect as well. And so I find that it's a great product to take at nighttime. But some people will notice that it gives them a boost of energy. And so if you find that you take it at night and you can't sleep, then you actually want to take it in the morning. And it's got a number of different things, but you can take it anytime, really. But I find that because of the magnesium, it's a great product to take at night. So
great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. And then calcium and K2, our calcium K2 product, you really need stomach acid to digest calcium. So this is a product that you want to take before a meal, so that it's going to be digested. Take it along with the meal, because what's going to happen is that the stomach acids are going to dissolve the calcium, and it's going to make it so that it's going to be absorbed better. Vitamin K is a fat soluble vitamin. And so you want to actually take it with a fatty meal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you take it with a meal that doesn't have any fat in it, it's gonna make it so that you're really not going to absorb the calcium.
Yeah.
Sorry, I mean the K2. I'm sorry. You're not.
That's right. But I mean, how often would somebody actually eat a meal with 0 fat?
Some people do. With the low fat, no fat craze that's been going on since the 80s, it seems like a lot of people have been trying to do that. But this, you really want to take it with a fatty meal, so yeah.
Okay.
All right. So Encompass 360, it's our multivitamin. In my opinion, multivitamins should be taken in the morning, and you should take them with food. So I would recommend that you take that with breakfast.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. That's when I've started taking it now. I get a much better result from it, actually. To take it with the breakfast meal. Yep.
And then it's got B vitamins, it's got iron, it's got different things like that. And so really, think about it like this: if you're taking the calcium at night, your Encompass is going to have some of your iron. It's going to have zinc in it. You don't want to take calcium and iron and zinc at the same time, because they compete with each other. And so you don't want to take your Encompass along with your calcium. You want to space them out during the daytime.
Yeah, actually, the Encompass doesn't have any iron.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay, I was thinking that it did. It's got zinc though, right?
Yeah, because they found that it's too easy to get too much iron. In fact, excess iron in the body is stored as lipofusion. So I think generally people who are deficient in iron tend to be women who have maybe heavy periods. That's generally, but actually, once you stop having a period as a woman, your iron levels really start to creep up. And there's also research that shows there's a link between the increased iron levels after menopause and starting to have heart problems.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Digress.
Hang on one second. I'm just looking here. Yeah, I know, Vicky, you raised your hand that you have a question. If you want to tap into the chat box, you can ask a question there. So then eternity, we already talked about that a little bit. You know, eternity is got resveratrol. Resveratrol repairs DNA, and like we were talking about earlier, you know, that's what makes humans. So we have an advantage over other animals and plants and in the whole kingdom. So we have that cycle, and eternity has resveratrol, repairs the DNA, and the DNA needs to be repaired during the daytime.
Right. Yep. So DNA repair happens, yeah, in the daytime.
Yep. Eternity, or I mean, Fire and Ice is really, it's an energy producing drink. And so you want to take that before eating or after eating. So I say, and you don't want to take it too late in the day because it's got some caffeine in it, and it'll keep you awake at night. So I always say take it about a half hour before eating lunch or about a half hour after you get done eating lunch. That's the best time to take the Fire and Ice tea.
Okay, unless you're a shift worker and you want to stay awake.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I don't think it's a good idea to be having caffeine.
Yeah, it would be if you're a shift worker and you're working at night, then I mean your days and nights are switched around, so you'd still take it before your midday meal. Let's call it the midday meal.
Okay. Yeah.
So same kind of thing. Fucoidan, Fucoidan is a it's great for inflammation. It's great for so Millie says she takes the Fire and Ice tea at night, so that means Millie, you probably have an adrenal gland problem. If you're taking it at night and it's not keeping you awake, that means that you probably have an adrenal gland problem, or maybe you're getting too much caffeine during the day. That's kind of symptoms of that. Fucoidan is a anti-inflammatory. It works with the kidneys. So I think that it's okay, you work night shift. Okay, that answers my question. Yes, you don't have an adrenal gland problem. Anyhow, so Fucoidan, I think it should be taken with a meal. I like to take mine with breakfast. Some people like to take theirs with dinner. I think it has a great taste, great product.
Mm-hmm. And you can really take that on an empty stomach anytime. If you've got an inflammatory condition going on, like I've taken it for gym injuries, and I'm just like sort of sipping it all the time.
That's right. I have a lot of people that, they have certain stage 4 situation and they're taking it all day long. They're sipping on that Fucoidan bottle all day long.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the influence is to help fight off infections and things like that. The common cold. And so again, think about it. Your immune system works mostly at night. When you're sick, what do? You sleep a lot. And so influence is helping your immune system. I'd take it at night.
Yeah.
So the inner chi for him, the inner chi for her. I really think you can take that anytime during the day. There really is no specific time for that.
Okay.
It's working with the different hormones in the body. I don't know what premium was, so I didn't answer that one.
Oh, it was premium. That's a good question. What is premium? Well, I was going to say it's the Sizzle Cafe, but it's not, is it? So actually, it must have got split. It's probably Sizzle Cafe Ground Premium. Isn't it called Ground Premium? The full name. Anyway, let me just.
We don't have the Sizzle Ground anymore, anyhow.
Oh, don't we?
No, so delete it. Yep.
Oh, no ground coffee.
Oh no, we do have the ground. We do have the ground. Yeah. We don't have my favorite, which was the dark roast, the
other ones.
The other one, yeah, the dark roast. But anyhow, so Renovator, Renovator is a repair product, and I think there's vitamins and minerals there that need to be absorbed with fat. So I like to take that with dinner, before dinner. Take that at night.
I found the nighttime. I played around with that one. I found nighttime. I always, I don't know, seem to be prone to getting an injury in the gym, but I'll rub that out because I don't want to put that out in the universe. But if I do have an injury, then I found that Renovator seems to work better for me, taking it at night, before bed, and I'll have it with some the EFA, so I've got some fat mixed in with it.
That's right. Yeah, like I was saying, with some fatty foods and things like that. And the Renovator is for repair. It's repairing your knee. It's in repairing your shoulder. It's repairing muscles, joints, ligaments, right? When do you do most of your repair? You do that at night. During the daytime, you're too busy building energy, so you don't have things that are getting repaired as much. So good common sense would say, hey, if you're going to repair something, you want to take those repair products at night. Sencha tea, for me, I find that it's really calming, and so I like to take it after dinner and when I'm watching the TV, and it helped me just kind of fall asleep.
Okay, but really, could you take that any time of day? Could you have it after lunch? Yeah, you could.
Yeah, you could take that pretty much any time of day. It's just a great product. The H2 sticks, again, there, you could take it pretty much any time. I'm drinking one right now.
Yeah.
It's 9:30 at night. 9 o'clock at night. Coffee. I think coffee should be drank in the morning, but some people take it at night. Some people can drink coffee all day long. I can't. I have my 3 cups in the morning. And
so I put better in morning if it keeps you awake.
Yeah, and it's got a lot of great things in it to help give you energy. Not just the caffeine, but it's got the Bacapa, it's got the Ganoderma, it's got a Gola Coatl. It helps you have better energy and better thinking. And so if you need better thinking, that's not at night, right? Who needs to be thinking at night? You want to be sleeping.
Yeah, you want your brain to calm down.
That's right. The Fire and Ice tea, we talked about that already. The Sizzling, the both chalk and the vanilla, they're really. I made a note on it here. Let me find where I wrote that. Because it's got fiber in it, you want to take it at bedtime. That's the best time to take the Sizzling.
Okay, or after a workout.
Yeah, but the best time to take it is at bedtime, because fiber can actually interfere with if you're on medications, things like that. Fiber can interfere with other things. So I find that based on the science, they say before bed is the best time. But we're all different. We're all different.
Kurt, a lot of people are using that as a meal replacement. So if you're using it at meal replacement, then you'd have it when you're replacing the meal.
So then I would substitute your evening meal. So you're still taking it before bed.
So use it as a meal replacement in the evening.
Yeah, and it's going to give you that full feeling. It's going to make it so that during the night you're not gonna be hungry. You're not gonna wake up in the morning feeling ravenous. You're gonna feel like you're full when you get up in the morning if you use it at night. So
okay. I noticed they dropped the fiber in that. It was 6 grams of fiber per serve. I think it's gone down to 4. I have to double check that, but I think there was a change.
Okay.
The other thing is, can we just backtrack for a quick second here, just with Fire and Ice? Because I had seen this great image, this PDF, and it was shared by Jackie Christensen, and she'd done a meal plan for dieting. It was a Fire and Ice diet. And she had written this diet and said, was having it, I think it was in between meals. So having a Fire and Ice, I don't know, I can't remember. It was either first thing in the morning or after breakfast. And so it was really to have it in between meals. And I think maybe even one.
If you scroll up, isn't that what I wrote down there where you had the other Fire and Ice? Because you had Fire and Ice.
I got it twice, have I? Okay, let me just see. Sorry about this, guys. Let's just see.
We're
doing a. Oh no, I don't have it listed above there. Here we go. Yes, we do. Don't take it unless you want to say wait. Oh, okay, yeah. So I'll just jot it in there. I'll just say you could take it in between meals too. In between meals.
So that's what I said before or after. That's what I meant. Yep, in between meals.
Okay, to curb appetite.
Yep. Plus, it's absorbed better on an empty stomach. So, yep.
Okay.
All right. So let's scroll down. Sizzle Ripped. Sizzle Ripped, I like to have it before a workout.
Mm-hmm.
But I know some people, they take it after workout. Some people take it before and after.
Yeah, I do. I take it before and after.
Yep. So, but around that workout time, because it's going to help you stimulate your body so that it supports muscle building and good muscle tone, lean muscle. So SpectraMax is a mineral. It's mainly minerals. So you want to take that with a meal. And so I like to take that in the morning. I like to take that with breakfast.
Yep.
Super Omega Plus it's a fatty acid. It's got CoQ10, and so you're better off taking that either in the morning or early afternoon. So because of the CoQ10, so you either want to take it with breakfast or with lunch. And it has to be, if you're going to have cereal in the morning, then don't take it with your morning breakfast because there's no fat in your cereal. Take it with a meal that's got some fat because it's a fatty acid. Fatty acids need to be taken with a fatty meal.
Right. Okay.
All right. And then Super Detox, it's a repair product. It's going to aid digestion. It's going to help you with digestion. And if you know anything about your autonomic motor system, the nervous system, that part of your nervous system kicks in when you go to bed at night. It kicks in about 7, 8 o'clock at night, about this time for me. And so that's when you want to do your Super Detox.
Right. There's also instructions on the bottle. I'm not sure, can't remember off the top of my head what they say. I think they do recommend taking it twice a day, though. Take it morning and night. So you saying not to do that?
I just think you're doing most of your detox because it's not a cellular detox. It's not working on the cellular level like Body Shield. It's working more on the gut and the liver.
Yeah.
So I think it's more of an evening product. That's my personal opinion on it.
Okay, because you take it a little bit differently to what's recommended, don't you? Because a lot of people buy this product and they're specifically doing a 5-day detox, and then that's it. They won't come and revisit this product for maybe 6 months, 12 months. Whereas you tend to take it fairly frequently.
Yeah, I'll use it. I'll use it for a few days every month.
Right. Okay. And then since you're not following that 5-day protocol, you recommend when you're doing that to take it after dinner.
That's right. And my thinking on it, Katie, is simply this, is that we're exposed to toxins every single day. Why would you only take a detox product every 6 months? I mean, you might want to do like a 2-week or a 1 week or whatever it is, every day, every 6 months. But yeah, I mean, it's like changing the oil in your car. If you could change the oil, if you could clean your oil out, you don't take the filter off and only put it back on every 6 months. The filter's there every day.
But wouldn't it come back to, I'm going off on a tangent just for 30 seconds, wouldn't it come back to how much fiber you're having? Like if you're eating plenty of fiber in your diet and you're already going to the toilet, regular, a couple times a day, then would you need to take this product as much as someone else, or would you still say yes?
I would still say yes, because
really?
Because fiber is one thing, it's going to pick up the spills, in the gut and things like that. It's going to soak up all the toxins in the gut. But this is it's actually taking the liver and it's pushing the junk out of the liver. It's pushing the junk out of the intestine. And so in my thoughts on it is that we're being exposed to those toxins every day. We live in a toxic world. Let's face it.
Oh yeah. Toxic soup.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Thanks for that.
Yep. And then TSX, again, like Katie was saying, it's a repair product. It's working on the repair and with the DNA. So again, based on our circadian rhythm, based on our clock, it's good to take it before, but because it's also doing some repair on some other parts of the body, and that I like to take it after as well. So I like to take that one, split it up morning and night. I take one in the morning. I take one at night. Mm-hmm. I don't take them at the same time.
Yeah. I was starting to take them at the same time, and then I started feeling a bit bad about it and thinking maybe I'm wasting it. It should be better to morning and night.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And for folks, that don't know about the TSX has an ingredient called cycloestragonol. Cycloestragonol is an extract. It's an exotic. It's kind of a rare extract that what it does is it supports the telomerase, the telomeres in the body, and those are the parts of the DNA, the part of the chromosome that protects your body from early death, and it really helps out with keeping the telomeres long. They found that if you're taking a cycloastraglinol, they actually found that it stimulated brain stem cells to not just come back to work, but they found that cycloastraglinol, it actually helped with getting the brain to build new brain stem cells.
Yeah, fantastic. And there's a little bit of that in the Brain Vitality too, right, Dr. Kurt?
There isn't any of the astragalinol in there. No, there's Bacopa.
It's got Bacopa.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So TSX, I think, works with the Brain Vitality in some ways that way as well. And then Ultramax is an energy drink. So I kind of, I actually don't drink it. I don't need more energy. I need to sleep. You
need to calm down.
I need to calm down, right? I don't know how to relax. But so Ultramax, I think mid-morning, late afternoon, kind of, if you want to take it really before you start feeling fatigued. Like if you notice that you normally start to get fatigued at about 11 o'clock in the morning, start taking Ultramax, like say at 10:45. If you notice that you start to get fatigued at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, try and take it at 2:45 or 2:30. You want to actually take it before the fatigue hits, because once the fatigue hits, then it's gonna tend to not work as good.
Okay, good.
Vital Vision is a product. It's supercharged nutrition for the eyes, and so it's a repair product. Again, I like to take repair products at night.
Yes, fabulous.
And, so
I just ordered that product for the first time because Tom Senior talked about it on the previous call and said even if you've got 20/20 vision, you should be taking it because we're all getting older and we're trying to fight aging. And so this can really help with that. And my dog will be getting some soon too. So
there you go.
Great. So we've got a couple of questions here. So Jenny's asked, can we get a printout?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me okay. Let me go through my notes here real quick just to make sure that I covered some of the stuff that I don't want to miss anything here. Vitamin A can be taken anytime. It's a fat-soluble vitamin, so make sure and take that with a fatty meal. Vitamin B6, some people notice that when they take vitamin B6 that they have real vivid dreams. And so if you got a product that has vitamin B6 in it, you might want to start taking that in the morning time if you notice that you're having problems. Vitamin D, in some people, it might decrease melatonin. And so if you're a person that maybe you're not sleeping good, maybe you want to take your vitamin D product in the morning rather than taking it at night. Again, magnesium helps you so that you sleep at night. Let's see.
That's okay because you've mentioned with the vitamin B products, so the ones that we've got B in for everyone listening. So Fire and Ice is got a lot of B vitamins. I think nearly all the B vitamins run right through to 12, maybe except a couple. So that's before meals and in between meals, and obviously that can keep you awake. So we talked about that before, and so is the Sizzle Encompass that was to be taken in the morning. So I think we'd already covered that the ones that do have the Bs in it, there's a little bit of B in SpectraMax. So that, well, actually also the Ultramax has B in it too, but it's all got to do with if you want to stay awake or not.
That's right. So that's all the notes that I jotted down for myself when I was kind of looking up the different information here. So what kind of question did you say we had?
Okay, so Jenny's asking for a printout. So yes, we'll make it available. So Dr. Kurt's website address is SWT, isn't it?
Yep. SWTworldteam.com.
Yeah, SWT worldteam.com. We'll have it I'll put it up there on the front of his website if you check the left menu, so you can send anyone there and download it or grab a copy. And then Vicky's got a question. Type 1 diabetic renal analysis is on the transplant list. Recurrent chest infections and gets taken off the transplant list. Has really high potassium levels. What could this person do to improve immunity without increasing potassium levels further?
I would use the Fucoidan.
Right. Okay.
I would use the Fucoid. I think the Fucoid is going to be a great product. It's not going to increase that potassium, and yeah.
Okay, there you go. All right, great. So we've gone a bit over time, but I think there's some really valuable information here. Some of the stuff's not hard and fast, is it, Kurt? But then some of the other things are fairly more directed to do it a specific way.
Yeah, just, the thing that we always want to remember is that we're all kind of wired up a little bit differently, and your adrenal gland might be affected a little bit different. You might have a different lifestyle. You might have, your clock might be set different. Some of you down in Australia, I mean, your time zones are different. Maybe you move to United States and all of a sudden your clock is messed up.
Yep.
So it can be different for all of us.
Okay, great. All right, well, thanks, everyone. We'll make this available. We'll put it in the Facebook group too. So if you're not already a member of the Facebook group, it's called Better Health for You. Anyone can join. This is an open group. Dr. Kurt and I run this group, and it's available to anyone in CISL or outside of CISL. So jump in that group. You'll see the document in the Facebook group there as a post as well. And we will put it on his website too.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
All right.
Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.